Hi, I'm Dr. Steve G. Jones, and welcome back. Welcome to Module 5 of the Alchemy of Hypno-Tapping Wealth Program. In this module, we're going to do a session on creativity for wealth creation. It's very important that as someone who is interested in attracting wealth to yourself, that you have creative ideas on a regular basis. These creative ideas can then be monetized. They can be turned into money-making ideas, ideas for a new business, ideas for new projects within that business, etc. So creativity is a very important part of creating wealth, and we're going to cover that today with a hypno-tapping session. We're going to skip the pre-talk because the pre-talk is in Module 1 if you want to understand the pre-talk. We're going to move right into the assessment, which is number 2, and so we are going to assess the situation. Now, when we talk about creativity for wealth creation, what we want to do is look at what's been holding you back from creativity. Ideally, it will be one word, one emotion from the Dr. Steve 5, SAVED. So it will be sadness, anger, vulnerability, embarrassment, or disappointment. And when you think about it, these types of emotions can hold you back from creativity. Because if you feel that you will be embarrassed by someone's reaction to your creative idea, what does that do? Well, it causes you to be less likely to share that creative idea with a group or with people you work with or with people who work for you, and especially with the world at large, because you may face some ridicule for that. Let's face it, every good idea gets ridiculed by somebody, somewhere, somebody saying something negative. And so if you are very averse to that, if that would really hurt your feelings, then that could be it for you, the idea of embarrassment. And you need to get over the feelings of embarrassment that are debilitating. Now, it doesn't mean you have to eliminate your embarrassment or vulnerability or whatever it may be, or maybe you feel it would be the D from SAVED, disappointment. Maybe you feel that you or others would be disappointed with your creative endeavors. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we're working on eliminating those emotions completely, although that is a possibility. But what we really want to focus on is getting you moving forward. And that's the same with all of the sessions in this program, getting you moving forward. So we're taking away the degree of that negative feeling that would cause you to not do anything, would cause you to not unleash your creativity. That's the idea in each of these modules. We're diminishing the power that that negative emotion has over you so that you can move forward and create wealth in your life. So as you think about it, think about the word that would be associated with you holding back creatively and give it a number. From 0, meaning it doesn't affect you at all, in which case you wouldn't even need a session, everything is fine, to 10, meaning it's so debilitating, so painful that perhaps you don't even want to talk about it, and it's very difficult to even think about it. So rate that feeling, that negative feeling that's been holding you back from unleashing your creative genius to the world, whether it's vulnerability or disappointment or anything else. It doesn't have to be anything from the Dr. Steve 5, but preferably it will be, because I feel that the Dr. Steve 5 represents the main emotions that people feel when they really dig down deeply to the base, to the core of what's driving it. I feel that it would be one of the Dr. Steve 5. So if you need to stop watching or listening right now and figure out the emotion and figure out the intensity of it, the number that you would assign to it, go ahead and do that. But my understanding, if you're still watching and or listening, is that you have the emotion, you have the number, and you've written them down. You've written down the emotion and the number. So now we're going to move into the induction. Now, as you know, when we start the induction from 3 all the way to 8, from the induction to the trance termination, you're in hypnosis. And when you're in hypnosis, you want to make sure you're not doing anything that requires your attention, like operating a motor vehicle, jogging, riding a bike, or doing chores even. Make sure that you're just sitting or lying down with nothing to do throughout this session. And for the induction, we're going to use a mountain scenario. I'm going to have you imagine yourself at the top of a mountain that's nice and cleared off for you. And for the deepening, we're going to use a waterfall, because remember, for the deepening, we want something that has downward motion or something that's moving that we can count down to. In a previous deepening, we used a bird flying away. So it was flying away as we counted from 10 to 1. In this case, we're going to use the waterfall. And so the water's downward motion will incorporate nicely into the deepening. So let's go ahead and begin. My understanding, if you're still watching and or listening, is that you have nothing else to do. You're sitting or lying down, and you're just paying attention to what I'm saying, and no one and nothing will be disturbing you during the course of this session. So you can close your eyes or leave them open. The choice is yours. And I'd like you to imagine yourself now at the top of a mountain that is flat and cleared off. You can imagine that you have hiked here, and it's wonderful. It looks like a field with a few large boulders in it. There is grass on the top of the mountain. You can see the sun and the beautiful sky, the few clouds in it, white, wispy clouds. Since you are out in nature, you can hear the sounds of nature. You can hear a few birds. You can feel the grass beneath your shoes as you walk. If you'd like, you can take your shoes off. You are so relaxed and at ease on this mountaintop. It is so peaceful to be here. It feels as though it just makes sense that you're at the top of a mountain, because you are achieving so much in your life, reaching so many mountaintops. As you open yourself to wealth creation, as you open yourself specifically now to creativity, unleashing the creativity that you already have inside. And so I invite you to create in this scenario, to paint the picture any way you choose, to change the color of the boulders, to add more, to remove some, to add a few trees in the distance. Whatever you want to do, you can do, because this is your mind. This is your creative vision, and you have so many creative visions. You are a creativity powerhouse. You generate new creative ideas all the time. So create now. In this wonderful mountaintop environment, feel the cool air. Between the temperature of the air and the clothes you are wearing, the temperature on your body is just right. And you can feel your warm clothes against your body, protecting you, keeping you warm, allowing you to feel just right. As you walk around on this grassy mountaintop, noticing off in the distance the curvature of the mountain as it slopes downward. You are so at ease as you continue walking, unwinding and relaxing, hearing the sounds of nature, feeling how good it feels to exercise your legs and swing your arms as you walk. Inhale deeply now through your nose. That's right, breathe in that pure air. Hold it, and when you're ready, open your mouth slightly and exhale slowly. Good. And then again, as you walk and relax and unwind, breathe in deeply again, that fresh mountaintop air. So peaceful and relaxing up here. And when you're ready, open your mouth slightly and exhale slowly. And when you exhale, let go of any doubt, let it go. Any doubt concerning your creative abilities, let it go. You are so relaxed and at ease as you walk on this mountaintop. And as you continue walking, you see more and more large boulders, and you realize that you are approaching a waterfall. This is a very beautiful waterfall, and you realize that the mountain behind the waterfall is even higher, and water flows down from that point to this waterfall. You see and hear that flowing water. Sight and sound becomes more clear as you walk closer to the waterfall. And as you walk toward it and relax, you hear the water splashing in a beautiful pool at the base of the waterfall. It's as if time slows down now. It's as if you are able to get in touch with just one molecule of water that is at the top of the waterfall and about to go over the edge of the waterfall and descend to the pool of water at the bottom. You are in tune with that one molecule as time slows down now. And as I count slowly from 10 to 1, that molecule of water will make its way over the waterfall, down the waterfall with the rest of the water, and land in the pool peacefully. And as I count, you will relax more deeply, because as that molecule slowly makes its way over the waterfall, you relax deeper and deeper, and you will also tap different parts of your body as you do this. And you will get in touch with different aspects of that negative feeling that previously slowed you down, and realize that we are doing this session to handle any residual negative feelings that may exist concerning this negative feeling. All right now. 10. The molecule is at the top of the water with the rest of the water molecules, the one you're focusing on. As we slow time down now, it is at the top of the waterfall, about to go over the edge, and you are relaxed and peaceful, watching from below. And as you relax, and I count the number 10, that molecule begins its descent slowly as time is slowed down now, and you relax more deeply, focused on one aspect of the negative feeling that previously slowed you down and stood in the way of your creativity. Now you're freeing yourself from that by exploring it. 9, tapping the top of your head now as that water molecule moves down the waterfall now, as you focus on another aspect of that negative feeling and you relax more deeply. 8, tapping the inside of one or both eyebrows now as you relax more deeply. That water molecule moves down the waterfall even more now, and you explore another aspect of that negative feeling. Allow yourself to feel that negative feeling and any negativity associated with it that comes up for you. 7, tapping the side of one or both eyes now as you relax more deeply, and the water molecule moves down the waterfall even more now. 6, tapping under your eye now as you relax more and explore that feeling more deeply. 5, the water molecule moves lower now on the waterfall as you relax more and explore that negative feeling more now. 4, tapping under your mouth now, above your chin, as you relax. And that water molecule moves lower now on the waterfall. 3, tapping on your collarbone on one or both sides as you relax more deeply and explore another aspect of that negative feeling. 2, tapping under your arm now as you relax more deeply and that water molecule moves even lower. And at the count of the next number, the water molecule will have reached the bottom of the waterfall. It will be in a pool at the bottom, and you will be completely relaxed. All right, now, 1, tapping the karate chop point on either hand as you relax even more deeply now, and the water molecule lands in the pool at the bottom. Good. Now, as you continue relaxing and focusing on different aspects of that negative feeling, you're going to move into finger tapping. And with finger tapping, you're tapping from the thumb to the pinky, focusing on the negative feeling again, focusing on it as you tap with 1 finger or 2. Focusing on the negative feeling as I'm tapping on my thumb, focusing on it as I'm tapping on my index finger, focusing on it as I'm tapping on my middle finger, and then tapping on my ring finger, focusing on the negative feeling, tapping on my pinky as I focus on the negative feeling, just allowing yourself to focus on that negative feeling now as you tap each of these parts of your body. And now, as you continue relaxing, I would like you to realize just how powerful you are, just how amazingly creative you are. You have created this scenario in your mind of the mountaintop and the waterfall and the water molecule. From now on, you will use your creativity to generate wealth. You will consistently generate wealth-creating ideas, and you will have the confidence to use these ideas to make money. You have always been a creative person. It's just that now you're truly in touch with it. You're truly in touch with your creative powers, and day by day, they will begin to manifest more and more in your life. You will harness your ideas. You will capture them either by typing them or recording them or writing them down. You will capture your ideas, and then you will expand on them, and you will make them real. You will create. You will get better and better day by day at bringing concepts from your mind into reality. You will figure out ways to create what you see and feel and hear and sense in your mind. You will be able to do this, and you will find that these ideas generate wealth. You are comfortable with experimentation. In other words, sometimes you will have a creative idea, you will unleash it, you will write it down or capture it in some way, you will bring it into the world, and you will see how well it works. Some of your ideas will work better than others, and that's fine. That's to be expected, and you are comfortable with this. You consistently generate ideas creatively, and you are confident in your ideas. You have the confidence to bring these ideas into the world, to manifest them, to make them real, and this power of yours to manifest creatively for the purpose of generating wealth from your ideas. This ability grows day by day. It becomes stronger and stronger. So see yourself now 6 months in the future and see yourself having unleashed your creativity. Perhaps you see something in front of you that you created from your mind, a project, an idea that you brought to life because you had the confidence to do that. And you will continue doing this. So as you look forward from the 6-month point, even further into the future, you see more ideas coming to life from your mind. That's how powerful you are. And as you come back to the present now, you bring with you that determination, that confidence to unleash these ideas, to be okay with them, to feel good about yourself. And now we are going to move into the 9 gamut. So I'd like you again to focus on the negative feeling that previously slowed you down. Focus on that again now. When you go through the 9 gamut, be sure to tap the gamut point, which is right here on either hand. And you'll tap it the entire time that we're going through the 9 gamut. First, I would like you to close your eyes for 5 seconds. As you tap and as you focus on the negative emotion, now open your eyes for 5 seconds. Good. Now look down and to the right for 5 seconds. As you tap and as you focus on the negative feeling, look down and to the left for 5 seconds as you tap and as you focus on the negative feeling. Roll your eyes clockwise. Roll your eyes counterclockwise. Still tapping, still focusing on the negative feeling. Number 7, as you continue tapping the gamut point, hum a song for 5 seconds as I am silent. Good. Now count aloud to 5 as you tap the gamut point and focus on that negative feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now hum a different song as you continue focusing on that negative feeling, tapping on the gamut point. Good. And now you can stop tapping and relax. And in just a few moments, I'm going to return you to full awakening consciousness. And when I do, you'll be wide awake, full of natural energy. And before you go to bed tonight, you will capture one idea from your mind. You will write it down or somehow record it. Somehow capture that idea, something creative, something that you feel will lead to wealth creation. Capture that idea. It may be an idea for a new book or a screenplay or a new business. It can be anything. Anything that you feel will lead to wealth creation. You will capture that idea before you go to bed tonight. And starting tomorrow, you will begin acting on that idea, manifesting it, being confident about it, bringing it into reality so that you can generate wealth from it. All right, now coming up slowly to the count of 3 so that by the time I reach that final number, you'll be wide awake. 1, realizing how powerful and creative you are. 2, beginning to move, beginning to stir, becoming very aware of your surroundings, very aware of where you are. At the count of the next number, you'll be wide awake and completely out of hypnosis. All right, now, 3, eyes open, wide awake, and completely out of hypnosis. And before you do anything that requires your attention, such as operating a motor vehicle or riding a bike or anything else, take at least a half an hour, make sure that you are fully alert before doing anything. And I'd like you now to reassess yourself. That means that you will write down a number that represents the intensity of the feeling, that negative feeling that you wrote down at the beginning. Write down a number now that represents how intensely you're feeling it, from 0, meaning it's gone, to 10, meaning it's unbearable. Where are you now? Write it down. And then compare that to your initial assessment. And join me in the next module as we talk about letting go of limiting beliefs. I'm Dr. Steve G. Jones, hoping you have an outstanding day.